So let's provide a solution to this question. The integral of x power 4x sine cubed x dx. Now, because this is a product of cosine and powers of cosines and sines, and since the power of sine is an odd function, then we'll make use of the identity sine squared x is the same as 1 minus cosine squared x to retransform this integral in terms of cosine functions and then use that substitution to find the final solution. So let's work the solution step by step. So we have the integral of cosine of x power 4 of cos x power 4 and then sine x power 3 dx. Now, since the power of sine is odd, we use the identity sine squared x equals to 1 minus cosine squared x. So you really have to do practice so that you know when you're supposed to use this identity and when you're supposed to use the identity sine squared x equals to 1 minus cos 2x over 2. So when the powers of sine and cosine are all even, then this is the correct identity to use. So do practice so that you know when to apply which identity to suit the given question. Now, we'll have integral of cos power 4x sine. This can be written as sine of x and then times sine squared x dx. I have not changed anything. I'm just breaking this sine power 3 to sine and sine power 1, sine power 2. So which will be the integral of cosine power 4x times sine of x. And then instead of sine squared, we write 1 minus cosine squared x and then dx. Now, once we have this, we say let u be given by cosine of x. So which means du is negative sine of x dx. And then we make dx the subject because now we want to change all this integral in terms of this new variable u. So this means dx alone will be negative du over sine x. So from this step, we'll have integral of cosine power 4x will now be u squared times sine of x into 1 minus cos squared x will be u squared times dx is negative du over sine of x from this point here. Now you see clearly that sine x and sine x will cancel out. So this and this cancels out. So we'll have integral u squared into 1 minus u squared times negative du. So multiplying this negative by every term here will have integral. This will be positive and this negative. So it's like I have u squared into u squared minus 1 du. Remember, this is power 4, not 2. This power 4, this power 4. From this point here, cosine x power 4 is u power 4. So this will be the integral u power 4 times u squared is u power 6 minus u power 4 and then du, which is the same as integral of u power 6 du minus integral of u power 4 du. Now, using integration by power rule, we'll have u power 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1, and then plus u power 4 plus 1 over 4 plus 1, and then plus a constant of integration c. Now, 6 plus 1 is 7, so we'll have u power 7 over 7, this minus u power 5 over 5, and then plus c. But you don't leave your answer in terms of u because the question was in terms of x. So therefore, the integral of cosine power 4x sine power 3x dx will be, so remember u is the same as cosine of x. We'll have cosine of x power 7 over 7 minus cosine of x power 5 over 5 plus c, which is the same as writing cos power 7 x over 7 minus cos power 5 x over 5, and then plus c. So that is how we were to respond to this question. And the advice is that you do practice so that you know different cases on how to make substitution when you're multiplying product of sine and cosines with powers m and n. So ensure that you do practice to be able to know the correct transformations that you need to do so that you are able to solve all different types of questions having integrands of this form. Thank you.